Hello, everybody. I am the coach, and of course, you're watching WWE from the Vault featuring Shawn Michaels. And only right here on the DVD do you get the special opportunity. To my left, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. To my right, of course, Kevin Nash. And guys, we're going to take the fans back to April 28th, 1996, Omaha, Nebraska. It was the In Your House pay-per-view. It was you, Shawn Michaels, against you, Kevin Nash. Diesel at the time. WWE Championship was on the line. This had to be a very special night for you guys.
Yeah, it was. It was very special for us. At this point in time, Kev had made the decision to go elsewhere. So this was going to be the last time we were going to touch in the ring. Had spent 3 years virtually every day on the road with one another, and this was going to be our last time in the ring together. So it was a big night for both of us.
Swan song, if you will.
There you go.
Now, it's funny because this pay-per-view is entitled Good Friends, Better Enemies. How did that kind of epitomize your relationship at this time back in 1996?
I think I had actually heat with Shawn for leaving, so I think I might have been in just because some of the shots I took in this one were live. Why?
We were very good friends, and I wasn't upset, but I was sad. It was back in that day. We traveled a lot. I mean, I spent more time with Kevin than I did with anybody else, and. The people you're on the road with become your family, and he was leaving. And at that time, I didn't have any other friends. I wasn't real popular back then, so I was looking at going it alone for quite some time. So it was a little tough. You're going to be a little lonely out there.
Well, I know as we see, Kevin, your entrance here for the In Your House pay-per-view, I know, Shawn, that there had to be a lot of pressure on you. This was just 1 month after that epic battle with Bret Hart at WrestleMania, the Iron Man match. How much pressure was on you after 1 month previous going with Bret Hart, knowing this was a huge match for you as well with your good buddy taking off?
Well, the pressure was in the fact that aside from my buddy, one of our main guys, one of the main guys that we'd had storylines around for years here in the WWE was leaving, and so were some other folks, and Bret was gone. So it was basically, me and Undertaker were the only guys here left to carry the load. So in that respect, there was a lot of pressure. Where was the company going to go with just sort of two of us towing the line? And that's not to begrudge everybody else that was there at that time. We had just spent a lot of time focusing on other people, and a lot of those people had gone. So it was it was going into a very challenging and interesting time for the WWE.
Now, we just saw a shot of Vince a few moments ago, and Kevin, for you, this had to be kind of a night of mixed emotions because you were leaving a guy in Vince McMahon who'd given you a huge opportunity to go elsewhere. So what were the emotions going through your head tonight?
I mean, it was a simple thing. I mean, 99% of me didn't want to go. The 1% wanted to go. My wife was, at this point, like 7.5 months pregnant with my son, and it was hard at that time to budget or do anything because you got paid on when you worked, and it took a long time to get pay-per-view money to go through the funneling system. And, Turner came at me and Scott Hall with big money, and it became a business situation. I didn't want to leave, but, I had to think about my son and my wife, and it was, business-wise, I knew I'd be miserable. I was leaving, three of my friends, just Scott and I were staying. And it was just, it was a decision that I knew that I was going to regret business-wise, as far as just the work and the guys and the production and everything else. But, in retrospect, money doesn't buy everything.
You're exactly right. Well, guys, I know that Mad Dog Vachon was at ringside. Talk a little bit about his role in the evening that we're going to see a little bit later on in this matchup, of course.
Well, the very cool thing about this entire match was this was sort of like the beginning of really raising the intensity in the bar. Back, I know it was '96, but to us that was back in the day. We didn't have hardcore matches back then. We didn't call them that. So this is really the first time we had gone this direction. Certainly in quite some time. With we had sort of gone back and forth between, violence, not being violent, this, that, and the other. And this one was one where, we were going to go through tables, we were going to use objects. So it was the start of a new wave of wrestling. And for Kevin and I to be a part of that, to have it being able to initiate that from a company standpoint was pretty big also.
Now, this was a no-holds-barred matchup, which you just alluded to a few moments ago. So going through your mind going in, you knew that you guys were going to tear each other apart.
That hurt.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, that's one of the things about you being out there with your buddies is that we all beat on each other.
Yeah, you didn't have to
Pretty
say.
often.
Yeah, we didn't have to say sorry to each other. We knew it was, especially on a TV or pay-per-view. It was coming. We were gonna definitely lay it in. There wasn't gonna be no air between the stuff we did.
No, I know a lot of people who watched back then in 96 and 97. We're talking a lot about relationships in this matchup, and you had a very strong relationship with Jose Lothario as well. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, we did the, with my first run as champion here, we that was also something new from a storyline standpoint. We went with what was real. We went with everything that was real in my life about how I aspired to be the champion here in this company from the time I was very, very young and wanting to be a wrestler. And Jose was a part of that. He's the man that trained me. So we, it wasn't a stretch from a storyline standpoint. We just sort of told my life history from 12 years old on, and Jose was very instrumental in that.
Now, we just saw you going into the corner up over the top rope. Now, this was just about 13, 14 months, if I'm correct, before your really serious back problems came into play. Was there any indication in this matchup or at this time that you'd have any future back problems?
Well, the disc that I eventually got fused, I injured, I think I want to say like 88 or 89. So, I had, I had that and a knee injury coming almost about a year into my career here in the WWE. So, it was always there, but it was just one of those things, especially then. We traveled like nobody's business. You didn't have time to worry about that kind of stuff. And as Kevin talked about earlier, back then, you only got paid if you worked. So it didn't matter, any injuries you had, they sort of had to wait, and you just sort of had to do whatever it took, if you
to
will,
get through.
And I did.
Now, you two obviously, even today, have contrasting styles. Does that make for a more interesting match, or does that take away a little bit from a match of what you can do?
To me, it's it just goes back to David and Goliath. If the guys know, if the giant guy knows how to play the giant part and the fiery baby face. The thing with Shawn was, even though he was by the standards of the World Wrestling Federation not the biggest champion they've ever had, he was by far one of the more believable, because when he fired up and when he came, he was able to have the ability for the people to see the tenacity and to see how, the fire in him. And it was like, you don't get this guy mad because the big guy is going to be in trouble. And when he comes, the people always believed in him. And, everything he did was very realistic, and the psychology was great. And nobody took a better beating than he did.
And it's and it's an easy story to tell visually. It's very easy. You see it. One guy's huge, the other guy isn't. One guy fights from underneath, the other guy, it's the bully in the in the schoolyard.
Right.
And I always enjoyed. To me, it was easier to work with bigger guys because one, it is what I do well is, I've made a career getting beat up, and that's one of the things I do well. And Kevin has has made a career beating people up. So it worked, And both of us, again, when you have a friendship with a guy, there's that trust that's always there with one another's moves or ability, and there's also that intangible that you may not have with somebody else. You just sort of know when you turn around, he's going to be there. Or if you go up top to the turnbuckle and do something, he's going to catch you. Even if he's, not there at the time, he's going to risk life and limb to get there and just get himself in the way for you. And there's a lot of peace knowing that. But that's one of those things. That's one of those elements that you can just get over right off the bat. You don't have to worry about that. Just concentrate on the creative aspect and the athletic aspect of the match.
A lot of times during these matches, Sean would, when he and I would work against each other, but he'd be on his way up and he'd turn back and look at me and go, "Get a piece of your body on me. I don't know how I'm coming off."
Does that make you nervous?
No, because it was one of those deals. Like he knew, like he says. If I had to go to the polo grounds and make the Willie Mays catch, I was going to. So we had that kind of trust in each other. We were like brothers. You're not. If your brother falls over the waterfall, you're not going to sit in the boat and go, "I hope he makes it."
Right.
You're going to go in. So it's just one of those deals.
Sorry, I didn't mean to, but like that right there. That's choking. That's really, choking, and you don't worry about. Hey, well, I wonder if geez, is he trying to hurt me?
Right.
And this is also a period where we went over a year at one point without even using a chair shot on any matches or anything.
Right.
Chair shots were illegal. Basically the marketing department had decided that we were going to compete with Disney.
Yeah.
That we could not be we
the
couldn't
violence
be.
code.
They had basically a violence code. So we became very, very non-violent, and that's the characters became very colorful, the doinks and those kind of things, because the business was going in a different direction, and they kind of just let us go this night, and
it was in that time it was good because you had to think. You couldn't take a shortcut and grab a chair and get an easy pop. From this aspect, this is a by today's standards, this is a hardcore match, and just now, we've used a boot with one shot. Just now, 1 or 2 chair shots. It was just very different, and I don't know. It was fun. Like I said, it was breaking new ground, and that was always a really cool thing to do in this company. Is be the first. The first guys, pioneering a certain direction for the company. That was very, very cool to do.
And when you talk about pioneering, a lot of people talk about pressure when you're at the top and pressure of being a champion. You were the champion at the time of this matchup. Kevin, you had been a champion for over a year previous to that. How much pressure is it when you're one of the top guys and you got to go out and you have to carry a show like this, and you know that you've got to deliver a match that everybody's going to love and talk about when they go home?
I think at the beginning, when you first get kind of that, when Vince kind of looks at you and gives you the nod and says, "Hey, we're at the 4-yard line, punch it in, kid." I think the first time that happens, there's a lot of pressure. But once you kind of get through that first one, after that, I think you begin to thrive on it.
Yeah, you live for it. It's like it's like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. In the last couple seconds of the game, you say, "I want the ball."
Yeah, you do.
I want the ball. I want to be the guy that either make. I'm willing to live with all the glory that goes with it if I sink it, and I'm willing to take the heat if it doesn't go down.
Well, they say a lot of people have that. If you're going to be successful, you got to have that air of cockiness and confidence. If you're going to be at the top, would you agree with that?
Yeah, no, you have to. I think it's from an athletic standpoint, I guess it's called arrogance or confidence, but. It really is. It's not cockiness. It's just confidence in your ability that you can do it. And sure, it can manifest itself in negative ways, and at times it certainly did. But it's based on a deep, ingrained competitive nature and confidence. Says, you know what? I know I can do this. I know I can do this. I just want the chance, and and Vince did that. He saw that, and he gave us that ball, and let us run with it, and and from a creative match standpoint, I feel like certainly in this match and other matches that I was lucky enough to be a part of, I delivered in that respect, and that's that's what you want to do. You want to put something on tape that people are going to remember for a long time and say, hey, I don't care what you say about that guy. It was a good match.
I remember after having this match, and I guess back in, I guess what people would think that, with going to another company that you would, the last thing you do is put somebody over clean and really go out and give everything you had. But with it, I remember Bischoff calling me, after this match, going, "You coming here or not?"
Right.
Because the way it looked, and at that point, all we had was a verbal. So at that point, I still, especially
it was a
after
compliment to you.
But the thing was, they had no idea that. This was something we did. We talked about this night and day. This is what we did. We got in the car and we critiqued each other's matches. We watched every match that went through the curtain. I mean, this was our lives because we were out there 17, 18 days at a clip with 3 days off. The first day off, you'd do your wash and you say hi to your wife, and then you'd be gone. Set up your travel, and boom.
Now, guys,
Table.
you see the power bomb right there. Now, it seems like nowadays, whenever somebody's put through a table, those monitors you see on top of you, Sean, they're taken out, thrown away. But back then, that didn't happen, huh?
Well, by now the guy would also have kipped up and started a comeback.
Right. Yeah. No. But and again, it was. There was also, by big stretch, this match had not been discussed, talked about, or anything else until just prior to this. It wasn't talked about a week in advance and said, hey, maybe have you guys come down to Tampa and go, nothing, the table thing was something, hey, can we do this? Can we, can we take it to that level now? Yeah, why not?
Right. Now, what is Vince? I don't know if you remember or not, but what is Vince saying to you right here?
Let it be over.
Let it be over. Yeah, let it be over.
You can't beat him, kid. He's gonna murderize you.
Yeah. He was doing the Mick thing. Let it be over.
I will say that this is without a doubt the first time I think a fire extinguisher was used.
Yeah.
Really?
I think so. I don't remember.
But especially in the
Now, what's going through your head? He's just been whipping your tail for the better part of 15 minutes or so. And
I'm hoping this isn't cancer causing is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Is there something bad in that stuff? What's that going to do to his lungs, actually?
Now, you guys have known each other for obviously many, many years. Did you like working against each other or with each other more? What did you prefer?
Honestly, I liked working with him. But at the same time, it was one of those things that, I'd watched him at the beginning of my career, from the apron as his bodyguard, have great match night in, night out, and it was kind of like one of those deals, I basically couldn't go into adulthood yet until I had my classic with Sean.
Yeah.
So I almost had to have this. It was a part of my rites of passage, I think.
Now, when I'm watching this right here, obviously, when you talk about you guys hadn't gone over this matchup, you didn't know what was going to happen. You've got the cord in the ring. You've got the chair attached to the cord. It was one of those things you didn't know what the hell was going to happen.
Yeah, no, you just sort of went with it, and you took a couple of shots trying to disconnect that cord, but if it didn't come, you were swinging everything in the kitchen sink.
The thing is, too, though, that at the same time, the pace was it wasn't like let's go 100 miles an hour. So if you made a mistake, it was like a real fight. Just.
That's what I was going to point out. It seems like the pace is slower, but the crowd's with you every step of the way. I mean, do you listen to the crowd and understand? I can hear him. I know what the timing and all that. Everybody says that you're one of the greatest of all time as far as timing is concerned, and you can see that in this matchup between you two.
Well, the thing with Sean on this here, he was like you say, he was so great with timing. Was Sean knew that there was no way I could work a match at his pace, so he worked a match at mine. Mm-hmm. And that's when the true professional comes in. He sacrifices maybe movement and the ability to show all of his athleticism to hide my weaknesses.
Well, and he says that graciously, but the thing is, from a psychology standpoint, you're not going to go a million. If you get a man who's 6'10", 300 pounds, he clubs you one time, you're going to go from 100 miles an hour to 50 off
in a heartbeat. Yeah.
Right, and he hits you again, you're going to go from 50 to about 40. You know what I mean? You're going to, they're going to wear you down. So you can do, you can do that. I mean, bursts of speed and then slowing down because a one shot from him, I guarantee it would slow me down. Probably slow me down to zero, but praise the Lord, this is the the WWE.
and we just saw your patented elbow drop, and now you're setting up for the sweet chin music, and it was one of those things where as you catch him, Kevin, you were one of those when you got up on the ropes, you were one of the very first that it didn't matter where your opponent was laying in the ring. It seemed like you could get to him with that elbow drop no matter which corner you were in.
Yeah, I didn't realize it until years later because one time I went up and I dropped it, and it was when we were DX, and Hunter said to me, he goes, I thought you did that with the right elbow. And I said, yeah, and he goes, we just did it with the left. And I went, really?
You didn't even realize it?
No, I was given it's one of those things I've been very fortunate that this was a gift given to me long before I was even conscious of it. And I would just want to touch on something else. The thing is, now the big man, he's stayed down as long as I did in that right there. I mean, you got to have Taker. A few guys could do it. Taker does it. Kev did it with me. There are guys in this business that say, well, Sean's not big enough. Mm-hmm. That's funny. Those guys. When I worked with those guys, I seemed to be big enough. You can. The great thing about this line of work is that it doesn't have to make sense. It makes as much sense as we make it.
As long as the fans love the match, and that was the bottom line.
I mean, he's 7 foot 300 pounds. I'm 6'1", 220, maybe at that time 215. They're buying every bit of it. And when I worked with Taker in the cell, they believed it because, we convinced them. And again, they made it's about working with. The key is working with each other.
And now, guys, here's where Kevin, you're going over to Mad Dog Vachon. Now, what's going through your head right here? Because you kind of know what's coming.
I'm telling him right now, give me the Iggy. Which leg is it? Because I really didn't want to pull his good one off. I mean, we did have a violence code still to some degree.
Right.
So now, was there any reservations whatsoever of using his leg
Absolutely
as part of the
not.
match? I mean, because then you see him laying there with the leg off.
Absolutely not. I mean, we knew that this was going to be something that was going to be talked about, and we wanted to go the distance with it. I mean, when Sean here in a second taps his cleats before he hits me with it, I mean, that just, the one thing was, this has been a fight, but we didn't lose the entertainment aspect of it.
Oh, no.
There
There,
Yeah.
Now, when you guys look back, I mean, it's been, at the time of this DVD, about 7 years. What are the things that go through your mind about this matchup?
One of the things at that time it was, what's a DVD? what happened to the?
It was.
We're putting this on an 8-track too, or what? I mean,
can I get that on beta? Right. I mean, we talked about this match actually last night. We was talking about that they were going to do this DVD with Sean, and we were talking about last night. And the funny thing is I remember how great matches are and everything else, but I remember we went upstairs in the hotel, and there was like a 4-star steakhouse in a hotel in Omaha, and me and Sean had a giant filet and a little glass of red wine, and it was like, we just looked at each other like we did it. Like we did what we set out to do. We had that match we wanted to have, and
we both sent each other off going our separate
Right.
directions, just the way we wanted to do it. And ending things on your own terms in this life, you don't always get a chance to do it. And that's the great thing about this job is every now and then you get a chance to do it. You get the opportunity to do it, and to deliver on that opportunity is very special.
And the thing we also said too was, we were the clique. There was 5 of us, and Hunter and Sean and Kid were staying here, and me and Scott were going. But basically, all we did was just split up. We were going down and taking over the South. You guys run the North. Eventually, DX and the NWO were the things that kind of got the thing going, along with Vince and Steve. So.
Well, guys, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Great match. I appreciate you guys taking the time. As
Sean, I love you, man.
Oh, he's not going to shake my hand. Sean, appreciate it. Kevin
Coach,
Nash.
Thanks, Coach.
I'm the coach. Of course, tremendous. Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash. You've been watching In the House. Good friends, better enemies. Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash. Take care.